Humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God. Therefore, why? Because in the previous verse it says, in the last part, clothe yourself with humility towards one another, because, what is the reason? God will oppose you if you're proud. It's terrible to have, my flesh opposes me, the devil opposes me, there are ungodly people who oppose me, there are even Christians who oppose us. On top of all that, if God himself opposes you, not just the devil, God himself opposes you, there's no hope for any of us. And it says here, God is opposed to the proud. There's one group of people that the Bible specifically says God opposes. We would think he opposes the ungodly. Some ungodly people are humble and broken, like the repentant adulteress whom Jesus forgave, like the repentant murderer on the cross whom Jesus forgave. But the proud, like the other thief on the other side of the cross, both were murderers. One was proud, the other was humble. That's why one went to hell, the other went to heaven. That's the only reason. It's not because one lived a better life. It was humility that made the difference in the two thieves on the cross. It was pride that made the difference. God is opposed to the proud. Whether it's a person, whether it's a family, whether it's a church, whether it's a preacher, whether it's anybody, apostle, prophet, whatever. God is opposed to the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. When you ask God for grace, you'll get it only if you're humble. When you ask God for the Spirit of grace, the Holy Spirit is called the Spirit of grace. And he's pictured in the Bible like a river of water. And you know that water always flows to the lowest place first. The humblest person sitting here will be the first among us to receive God's power if God pours out his Spirit, I assure you. Because the water always flows to the lowest place first. And it's not about the question, you think you're humble or I think I'm humble. It's a question of whether God sees that you are humble. You don't even have to pray for grace. If a river is flowing, you don't have to pray that the river will come to the lowest place. It will automatically come. Pursue humility, dear brothers and sisters.